Hello and welcome back to another video on IELTS. So in this video we'll discuss some of the ways in which you can paraphrase the questions in IELTS writing. So as we discussed before in our previous videos, that in the IELTS writing task 1 academic and IELTS writing task 2 for both academic and general training, you will have to paraphrase the given question. So when we say you have to paraphrase the given question, sometimes we get a lot of questions from the students about how to actually paraphrase the questions. So one of the very basic ways to paraphrase the question is to replace the words by a synonym. So in the given example, you can see that the original sentence says many people think that education is important. When it's paraphrased, in place of many, it's written numerous. Instead of people, we have individuals. And instead of education, we have learning. And instead of think, we have belief. So simply, this is one of the simplest way of paraphrasing the question, where you just simply change the keywords with their synonyms. Another type of method that you can use to change the or to paraphrase the given question is the one where you change the sentence structure. So in the given original sentence, it says the government should invest more in public transport, while in the paraphrased version you can see the investment has been changed into more investment. Invest more has been changed into more investment. Basically, there is a change in the sentence structure where the subject has been turned around and put towards the end of the sentence. So this is not the only way of changing the sentence structure, but you can change the structure of the sentence likewise, not necessarily this particular way. Another way of paraphrasing the given question is where you change the active sentence into passive. So basically earlier the sentence structure was changed into a passive structure. That does not necessarily mean it always has to be from active to passive. You can change the sentence structures in so many different ways, where you'll introduce maybe a clause, maybe you can ask a question, make the sentence a question itself. So there are so many ways of changing the sentence structure, and the reason I have mentioned sentence structure is because, see, there are numerous ways, there are unlimited ways in which you can change the sentence structure. So this is just an example. So likewise, I was talking about another method where you can change the active voice into passive simply and change the way the sentence looks like. So the original sentence and the paraphrased sentence, it's simply changed from active to passive. Another way of paraphrasing is word formation, like you simply change the word. So damage, the word damage has been changed into damaged. So not just this, you could make a sentence where you use damaging, or you could make sentences with damages, or you could write another word for damage. But when we talk about word formation, it's more about changing the given word. So this is another way in which you can paraphrase the question. You just change one of the very key words into another form. You change the word formation of one of the words being used. Another kind of paraphrasing strategy is where you give a definition. In this case, in the original sentence, it says this, while in the paraphrase sentence, it just gives the definition to the word. So instead of writing obesity, it's writing being significantly overweight. That's the definition. So not necessarily just one direct synonym. You can actually add a group of words that would define the word itself. And instead of growing problem, it's written a serious issue. So a definition is also one of the way. So you don't need a whole lot of ways, you don't need to know all the ways in which you can paraphrase, but sometimes this is one of the major concern among the IELTS candidates, and I hope this really helps you. Another way is combine or split the sentences. Either way, like here the two sentences have been changed into one. If it was vice versa, like if it was just the opposite, you could make two sentences out of one. So simply when there are multiple sentences, you can make one single sentence, or you can or you can split one sentence into another. So the first original says, technology is advancing rapidly, it affects education. But these two sentences have been combined to paraphrase, and it says, advancing rapidly has been changed into rapid technological advancement. Now let me tell you, a lot of things have happened here. Beside the combination of sentences, you can realize technology has been changed into technological. This is another word formation. Rapidly has been changed into rapid. That's another word formation. Advancing has been written as advancement. That's another word formation. So these kind of methods can be used to paraphrase the questions in the IELTS writing test. Thank you everyone for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe.